Hey there, Darkstar here, doing a Vision Jet flight from Fort Collins, KFNL, down to KHEF. So it's been kind of a long flight for a Vision Jet going across country. And we're just about to start our descent. We already got our audible vertical descent message, and here it goes right here. So top of descent. One thing that often happens to me here is we'll kind of get overspeed at first. Yeah, because I wasn't throttling back soon enough there. Looks like it's going to be okay though. No speed brakes in this one. Gotta love those Garmin avionics though. Especially with the touch screens. So we want to watch that outside air temperature and see if we need to turn on our anti-ice / de-icing options, but I've got it in thunderstorm weather mode, so I'm hoping we won't need to use that too much. So we've had a pretty good tailwind here for a while. Right now it's 28 knots, 29. However, we're gonna turn up here and the winds are gonna shift on us. Still coming from that direction, so it might be a problem landing. Guess we need to keep an eye on that, make sure we don't have too much of a crosswind or a tailwind. So it looks like right now it's selected 3,000 feet as our descent to. Hoping we can. Let me turn up the game sound so we can hear the thunder and stuff. Might make it hard to hear me, but alright, let's go ahead and do some de-icing here. Just in case while we're still at pretty high. Another thing we can do here, we might want to start setting some speed restrictions. Let's go 165 here. And And then here we want to be like, let's say, let's carry a little extra speed because of the storm. So let's say 100. Normally I'd do B-rep plus 10 here. Do 120 here. And we'll do 140 here. We'll see if that will allow our FMS to automatically control our speed, or if we have to go into manual mode. Look at those thunderstorms. Right now the FMS selected speed is 0.51. That's due to here. And on this one, let's do 240 below for 15,000. Then at 3,000 feet, our max speed, because of this, is actually going to be 125 knots, so that might override some of those other settings we did. Namely this one. This one should still apply because this is lower. Let's get these back on. Still pretty chilly out. And I have been neglecting my neofly passengers, so we're gonna have to start doing our meal distribution, or we're not gonna get our reputation bonus there. That's okay. I don't really care that much. Alright, pretty neat. Another big thunderhead there. There's also another radar mode you can do where you go into weather radar, and you can switch this. So this is a vertical slice of the weather. So I've got scanned vertical. You can scan horizontal instead. So like if we wanted to try to go around this, we could do that. Or if we wanted to know if we're above or below it, we can do that. So it looks like from like 7 nautical miles out to 18, 19, there's a pretty good storm system there. And in a real plane, we would not fly through that, but we're gonna give it a shot here anyway. Alright, we're about to go back into some weather. Let's take a quick look at our destination. I don't know if it has any charts. There we go. So I think we're on 16 left. So we could do our minimums as 392. Alright, we're coming down. We started decelerating. We may actually have to hold at altitude here. No, we're okay. We're okay. We're good. See our little plane way off the charts here. Nice. So our outside air temperature is coming up here pretty quick. So we'll probably be able to turn off our de-icing when we get on to final here. We can check our for now we have 109.1. Let's see, 109.1, so that looks correct. And that needs to be KHEF. We see that here. Once we get turned on to final here and we're getting good data, we'll be able to switch our source to localizer. It's already kind of saying we're off that way, which is correct. Watching our speed come down. One thing the Vision Jet doesn't seem to have are the speed bugs for flaps and gear. That would be kind of nice. I know you can, it has takeoff speed bugs, but no takeoff, climb, and X, which that may be best rate of climb or something. But where are our landing ones? I do not know. I would think normally that would be in here. If we show our systems, like we got our landing distance and all that already done. Go back to map. Full screen. Okay, we're on our descent profile, holding good on that. Speed is fine. We're already at 165 coming into main here. So got to do flaps and gear. Gear we can in theory do at 210. I'm trying to remember what the flap speed was on Vision Jet. Outside air temperature is warming up already too. You see, we'll wait till we get to 10. So waiting for our localizer to come up. It's not expected this far out. Our turn on the final, where we're going to hold at 3,000 feet if need be until we get to Gigi, and then our final descent starts at DORGE. We should slow down to 140 now. BNR, what were we flying into? KHEF. 16 left. It's going to be wet. Should be fine. Why is that saying like that's, I don't know what that's going on there. I'm hoping this is off just because of the distance and we'll slide over magically as we get there. Because according to this, we should be on track. Okay, but here comes flaps and gear. Why were we going so fast? I don't understand that. Alright, we're still waiting on our signal here. We have the identifier, IHEF, that's correct. We're in 109.1, that's correct. I'm gonna wait on that last notch of flaps until we get closer to our final. Just coming right up here. We are 5 nautical miles from that. And by now I would expect to see DME data here. If we switch that to localizer, do we get data yet? Can we go approach mode and get data? Where's our data? Okay, there's 10C, so I'm going to turn off the anti-ice system. Okay, we are in approach mode. Glide slope is already locked. Loc we have. Let's put this up to 2,000 now. Those winds are insane. If I'm 40 knot crosswind. I'm gonna have to call a go around if or divert to another airport if that's the case. Ah, we forgot our passengers again. They're very unhappy with us. Okay, well, it looks like we're out of that bad thunderstorm now into some clear air. Our crosswind is dying down a little bit. See if we're okay here. So we are ready to get full flaps down. We're not ice, so we're gonna ignore that warning. We're gonna go with full. Okay, 95 knots. We're only rated for a 16 knot crosswind landing. We're at a 25 knot crosswind right now. That's a wee bit much.
500.
We'll see if it dies down as we get a little lower to the ground here. Because I don't think there's a runway at this airport that's going to go that direction.
Minimums.
Look at that flag.
Transporter from dispatch. Nice landing. Go to the parking and put your parking brake on. I'll be in touch.
Taxi to parking and shut down your engine.
We made it. I didn't see what the final crosswind was, but it looked doable to me, so I went for it. If I get my flaps up. The winds are so strong, it won't even let me move forward. Alright, so we would have to cross this runway here. So we're gonna pretend like we call the tower and get permission. There's a runway coming up. And we look for traffic. There's nobody landing on our head. There's a tower. I'm gonna pretend like we're stationed over here, like maybe we're parking in one of these garages. So we're gonna drop off our passengers here.
Transporter. Disembarkation in progress. Stand by.
So we got pretty decent experience payout. 59,000 bonus for flying it, but the plane cost us 9,000. That's not too bad. So we made 50K there, and then we should make, I don't know, 250K for the mission, maybe 300.
Transporter. Disembarking finished. Have a nice day.
212. Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Well, I got 4 million now. All right. That's the end of that landing.